Good morning, everyone. It's already Thursday, and this week has been super busy for everyone, including myself. Now, even when you're busy, please don't forget to take care of yourself. That's very important. Also, you can't skip your meals. Even at the busiest time of your life, taking care of yourself is very important. And you have to tell your friends how it's going to be hard for them and how busy you are lately as well. So don't be shy to let your friends know, because you know what? That's what friends are for. Anyways, listening to our program will also help you guys relax and recharge yourselves. So here's the first song for everybody who's living that busy life. So get some, y'all. This is Smooth and Terrell with Laid on Me. That was Smooth Terrell with Laid on Me. What a great song. You guys are now tuned into What's Poppin' with Brian Jew on TBS EFM 101.3 in Seoul and the surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju, and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, a couple of things. Y'all want to send Brian Jew an email, let us know how you doing. The email address for that is efmpoppin@gmail.com. Also, are you curious about our playlist? Then come check out our website at tbsefm.soul.kr/efm/what's-poppin'. And if you're not doing it right now, follow us on Twitter at TBS What's Poppin' and tweet us all these messages. But for now, a word from our sponsors. Alrighty, ladies and gents, it's time for today's pick, where we choose an occasion and find out what's going to go perfectly with it. Now, recently, our writer lost her smartphone, and I know how it feels to lose anything, and she's been feeling a little down. I saw her face the other day and today as well, and she looks really mad at the world. And I don't blame her, because that's been happening to me lately too. So today, we're going to give you guys some tips on how to find things that you're missing, or lost items, lost stuff. Alrighty, the first thing is, check your immediate surroundings and places that you're recently at. Look in the obvious spots first. Now, survey the room or rooms where the items might be. Now, don't go into depth right away. Searching under piles of clothes and inside pants and going through your friends' bags and all that stuff. You don't need to do all that. Instead, just look around and see if the item is in plain sight, because sometimes that's the case. Number 2, think of everywhere that you've been to since you lost the item. Once you have a rough idea of where you've been and where you lost it, make a list of all the places that you were at, and maybe go to all the spots. Maybe you're at your friend's house, write that down. Maybe you're at the shop, write that down. And then once you find out which places you were that day, what I do, and I've done this before, just call them up. Be like, hey, this is Brian. I was there about an hour ago. Can you check the seat or table if there's a wallet or a phone there? And there's a few times where it actually helped out, and I've left my wallet a few times at a restaurant. So always write down and jot down places that you've been at, locations. All right, number 3, ask for help. Now, your work will be much easier if you don't have to do it alone. So not only will you ask friends for help, but make sure the search is more fun. You don't want to stress out just because you lost something, but a friend may have a fresh insight into where you might have put your lost item. So here's how you can ask for help. Call them up. Be like, hey, close friend, can you help me out here? Maybe she or he can retrace a different part, that you missed out on. It saves time, and it'll actually help you know exactly where to go. Also, if not, here our writer actually wrote email. You don't have to go all out and go with email, but nowadays you got your SNS sites, your social media. Hit them up on Facebook or Twitter and be like, hey, anybody can help me about losing or finding my lost phone, cell phone or wallet? That can always help out too as well. Number 4, clean. If you're pretty sure the item is in your home, but have looked absolutely everywhere but can't find it, take a break from searching and start cleaning your personal space and getting rid of all the ways to clean the surfaces of your furniture and putting away all the things back in place. And you can clean out your locker, your cars, and there's a chance that the item might be there. That's happened to me a lot of times. Like, I lost my passport one time, and I was going through my laundry that was all over the floor, and bam, because it got knocked over, ended up falling on the floor, and there it was. So keep that in mind. Try cleaning up things, and you might find your lost items. Now, since we're talking about losing things and lost items, perfect song right now is by Frank Ocean, Lost. That was Frank Ocean singing Lost. Now, Frank Ocean played his last show back in November, appearing at the Odd Future's annual Los Angeles-based carnival. Since then, he's been held up in the studio hard at work on the follow-up to 2012's excellent channel Orange. And last night, he finally emerged from behind the boards, performing at this year's star-studded Met Gala up in New York City. While he failed to preview any new material, he did offer up dazzling renditions of Super Rich Kids and Wise Osmond, accompanied by a 31-piece all-female orchestra. That's amazing. That's a lot of pieces. Anyways, the next artist we got lined up is Nico and Vinz. Now, Nico and Vinz is a Norwegian singing, songwriting duo composed of Nico Cereba and Vincent Derry. Now, they were formed in 2009, so let's check out their song and get into them a little bit more. This is Nico and Vinz with Am I Wrong? That was Nico and Vinz with Am I Wrong? Now, in April of 2013, they released Am I Wrong, the song that was peaked at number 2 on the Norwegian singles chart. Now, the song also peaked at number 2 on the Danish singles chart and on the Swedish singles chart. Yes, it blew up over there, of course. I'm not sure about the States or in Korea. Actually, I ain't gonna lie to you, I never heard of Nico and Vinz till today. Now, the song was followed up with another release, In Your Arms, which also charted in Norway, Denmark, and Sweden. I wonder if my songs get to Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. Let me know, y'all. If y'all live in that area, if y'all followers of K-pop, let me know. Is the Fly This Guy single up on those charts? Let me know. Anyways, the next artist has been a solo artist since 1997, but he collaborates with many artists, including Mr. R. Kelly and the beautiful Alicia Keys. And recently, he performed with Adam Levine, the lead singer of Maroon 5, of course. And what do they have in common to perform together? Well, they're both judges at one of America's biggest audition TV shows out right now. And we're talking about Mr. Usher Raymond. Now, Usher has been on the show for the 4th season and 6th season and is a very passionate judge. He also started his career on an audition program called Star Search. Now, Star Search was on air for a decade from 1983 till about 1995, so a little bit over a decade. And shortly, they came back from 2003 to 2004 for 1 year. Now, on that show, there were, back in the day, check this out, y'all, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Beyonce, Jessica Simpson, Alanis Morissette, and of course, Mr. Star-Studded, Mr. of course, multi-talented, he's big right now, Justin Timberlake. They were all on the show, and they didn't make it very far because the judges thought, you know what? You don't have what it takes. But look at them now. Now, Billboard placed Usher at number 6 on the top list of top 50 R&B hip-hop artists of the past 25 years. Now, his efforts have been fruitful for nearly 20 years with Confessions from 2004 and Here I Stand in 2008. Also, on his interview, he mentioned, I try to make the conversation between men and women easier with my records. Yes, he does. And it helps everybody out. So check it out. This is Usher Raymond with Good Kisser. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second part of What's Poppin'. Shortly, Mr. Johnny Flo, my man with all the hip-hop skills, is going to be stepping up in the studio to talk about hip-hop music. So if you guys want to find out, don't change that dial. But for now, a word from our sponsors.
할아버지.
뭐?
할아버지.
잘 안 들려?
더 큰 소리를 원하십니까? 플라이투더스카이가 최적의 소리를 찾아드립니다.
할아버지.
그 인사가 할아버지 풀투스 9집 들었다.
플라이투더스카이 9집을 들으면 인생이 즐거워집니다.
Hey, yo, welcome back. So, what's poppin'? We got Check the Rhyme with my man Johnny Flo up in the studio.
Yeah. Good,
Johnny, how you doing?
Good Thursday.
Good Thursday.
Good morning.
Good Thursday sounds like a spiritual holiday, like
Right?
Good Friday. Good Thursday. And the funny thing
Good
is,
Thursday.
it does feel like a spiritual thing because you got my album in front of you. I just
Yes,
gave Johnny my
congratulations.
autographed CD.
Yes.
Kind of looks like a, I call it, that's a joke, I call it the K-pop Bible.
Oh man, it looks expensive.
Yes, it ain't cheap, but I tell people, I'm like, it's a K-pop Bible because that's how long we've been in business. And for all the youngsters out there, you know, with your little K-pop groups and all the big labels, y'all want to learn about K-pop, get the album.
Yes, get the
Cop
album.
it.
Get it.
Yes.
Get it.
Get it.
I'm with the singer who has #1 song in Korea. Crazy. It's crazy.
You make me blush, dude. #1 song. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. For the first 2 days, in Korea they call it all kill. All kill.
Yes.
Yes, we're all kill on all the online sites. And, I mean, it's overwhelming because me and Juandi did not expect this to happen.
Oh,
we
really?
thought, you know what? A lot of our fans and a lot of people who respect old school music will actually enjoy some of our old school stuff, but we kind of revised it, got our old school sound.
Yeah.
We kind of made our sound more up to date.
Yeah. That's the right. Well, I don't know. I think people appreciate it because
there's no music like that right now.
Yeah, exactly. And then they reminisce
the old days.
And
our music video too. A lot of kids nowadays, their music videos are in the studio dancing and with 20,000 outfits on. We went old school and did an actual acting music video because we thought it needed to be done. It's different for all the K-pop people out there. But enough about our music video and our single. We're here to talk about hip-hop music.
Yes.
So, Johnny, who's the first artist that you're going to bring to the plate?
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
Yes, I understand you played her last week, too. You guys played her music
single. A lot.
Yes, right?
And that's my favorite coffee. Hi, can I get an Ariana Grande? Iced Ariana Grande?
Yeah, that was pretty good. I'm going to use that.
Could you imagine going to a Korean coffee shop and saying that? They were like, that? Ariana Grande. You don't got that? You don't got no Ariana Grande? I'm out. So Ariana Grande, she's a youngster, man.
Yeah, she's born in 1993, so...
93? How old is she?
That makes her 21 this year.
Okay, she's not too young compared to some of these artists out there. Okay,
but I think she has the image of being like a young celebrity because she started so young. She started from like one of those like Disney...
like Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera and all that.
Teen drama kind of stuff.
Okay. Or like Miley Cyrus.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just like that.
Okay.
And, you know, I've talked about, like, people appreciate the old days and they trying to reminisce back how it was. And I think that's why people like Ariana Grande, because a lot of her songs sound like the 90s.
Actually, that's true.
R&B,
when that one single came out and... they used the whole Big Pun song.
This is the song I brought in today.
Oh, that way. Okay, I forgot the song title. But on that track, she reminded me of Mariah Carey. When I first heard it, I heard it when I was back in Jersey last year. And I was like, oh, Mariah Carey. I was like, it's kind of like Mariah, but it sounds young.
Yeah. I mean, she's known as the young or little or new Mariah Carey because of her wide vocal range. I don't know what this means, but her vocal range is 4 octaves.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty high.
That is great.
That's pretty.
That means she goes really low and really high. Wow. I'm not sure if Mariah Carey's tuning in right now, but Mariah, I don't know. Do you agree that Ariana Grande is the little Mariah? Or since the little Mariah and Mariah's getting older, the new Mariah Carey, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I still like Mariah Carey more. But
okay.
But I really I think she's one of my new favorite artists.
Ariana Grande.
Everything that she drops, I think, is bomb.
Is she big right now?
She's huge. I mean, her first album, Yours Truly, went double platinum.
Dang.
And her song that you guys played last week, Problem, that song is, I think, that's the highest charting single for her. And debuted at number 3, and it's probably like number 1 or 2 right now. So. Okay,
Ariana. If you're listening right now, we need a collabo. You, me, not a collabo, but actually, yeah. Our next Fly to the Sky album, we need you on it because you're R&B, we R&B.
Or if you need a rapper.
Exactly. We got Johnny up in here too.
Johnny
All
Grande.
4 of us should do some material together. You know what? And just go platinum word.
Quadruple.
I made a word up. Quadruple. Quadruple is triple twice. So
6 times.
6 times platinum. We blow up all over the world. So right now, we're going to play her song right now.
Yes.
This is Little Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande with The Way. That was my iced Ariana Grande with The Way. I say ice because she is just dropping it like ice. She's making so much loot that she probably like filled with ice in her house, bling blinging. And she's only 21 years old, so she's doing it right now.
I wonder what you do with all that money.
Go crazy.
You think she's probably set for the rest of her life?
I'm pretty sure a lot of artists in the States, they're pretty much set after the first 2 albums, they go platinum. But the thing is, they get a little greedy. That's what my thing is. That's why I'm worried about the younger generation here in Korea as well, because you start off in this business as K-pop artists saying, you know what, I do it because I respect the music. I want to show my side of talents to all the people. But then you make some money, and it just gets a little greedy. They're like, oh, I don't want to do the show. They're not paying me enough. Blah, 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 blah. And, you know, they're not just happy with the amount of money they have. They want to buy all the expensive things out there. Like, you can't take that when you die anyway. You know what? Do like me. Be ghetto. I go to all the, what do you call it, the big shops with the 99-cent T-shirts or on sale $6.99 sweaters. You know what stores I'm talking about, y'all. It starts with an H. There you go. I'm not going to say the whole name because then you got to be like, ah. But yes, I shop there too, y'all. I'm keeping it real. There you go. Anyways, moving on.
Yes.
We got another artist, somebody I respect a lot, and I saw who you brought. And who is this man?
Jamie Foxx.
Yes! Jamie freaking Foxx.
Now try to compare him to somebody in Korea. Who do you think is somebody like him in Korea?
Jamie Foxx. So he's got to be able to sing, act,
kind of like
funny.
임창정 선배님, I guess, a little bit.
So he sings, acts, and he's funny? Okay.
But I mean, it can't
Maybe.
be identical, but I guess if you have to make a comparison, then...
Because 임창정 선배님 is somewhat like Jamie Foxx, but less ghetto.
Yeah.
Because Jamie, I love the fact that he'll be on a show, on a talk show, be like, hey, Jamie, how you feeling today? I feel good. You know, he'll just be gangsters, start singing or something like that. So in a way, I think I'm more like Jamie Foxx than 임창정 선배님, but at the same time, for the Korean viewers, I guess, it's more 임창정 because he's more Korean-esque than I am.
Yes.
You know, I was born and raised in the States, that's why. So, yeah, I agree with you. 임창정 is the perfect example of the Korean
I guess
Jamie
in
Foxx.
areas that they cover, they're
Exactly, they're great
similar.
actors, they're great vocalists, and the funny people.
Yes.
Yes.
And did you know that Jamie Foxx's real name's not Jamie Foxx?
What? You joking, right?
His name is Eric Marlon Bishop.
Why did he change his name to Jamie
And he
Foxx?
changed his name because he found that, because he started with the stand-up as a bet or a dare from one of his girlfriends.
Okay.
And he realized that the female comedians get more callbacks than the guys. So he changed his name to something that was ambiguous enough where it sounds like a girl, but is really not a girl's name.
Because Jamie actually can be a girl or a guy's name.
And like Fox. But he got the Fox from another famous comedian named Red Fox.
Never heard of that comedian.
Yeah, he's old, so I never heard of him either. But I looked him up, but you know.
Eric Marlon Bishop. I wonder if anybody calls him that. Like
Eric.
maybe his family members, his closest friends back in the day. Yo, Eric Bishop. I can't see him as an Eric Bishop now.
Eric? Right, I can't see him as Eric.
So
He's
once you
Jamie
change
Foxx.
somebody's name and you're used to calling that person that name, you just can't go back to their old name.
Yeah, I mean,
There's a
your
lot of
name's
celebrities
Brian
like that.
Jew. You've been Brian Jew forever.
I've been Brian Jew forever. So actually, the funny thing is when people call me by my Korean name, that's a little awkward.
Do you have a Korean name?
I have two Korean names, actually. That's a funny thing.
Well, Brian G. Jew. So G stands for...
Something. All right, so basically when I was born, my name was actually Jintek.
Jintek.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
My last name is Ju Jintek, right? And then my dad, he went to like a fortune teller, you know, and then they said, you know what? If he uses that name in the future, it's not going to be good for him. He's not going to be successful.
They have that.
Yeah.
They say that.
So my mom and dad worried and stuff like that. My dad believes in all that voodoo stuff. I don't believe in it, but he believed in it. So they started calling me Mingyu at the age of 3. So of course I'm young, 3 years old. Mingyu, you changed my name. I'm going to get used to that name. So now, if I go back to California where I was originally born, the people in Cali remember me as Jintek. So I remember going back in 6th grade. So the only names I know are Brian and Mingyu, right? All of a sudden, I have my 삼촌 할아버지 and my cousins and my uncles like, oh, Jintek이 왔어, Jintek이 왔어. And I'm looking behind my shoulders like, who is this Jintek, man? I'm going to knock him upside his head. What, they sweeping behind me? I don't know. They're creeping right behind me. And all of a sudden, my mom was like, oh, that's you. I was like, how's my name Jintek? And
You found that out when you were like 12?
I found out, yeah, when I was 12 years old. And the funny thing is, I looked at my birth certificate. It says Jintek, but they spelled it wrong. And you know, in America, once it's spelled that way, it's spelled that way on the birth certificate.
How did they
And
spell
they spelled it Ginteak. So it looks like Jinteak.
T-E-A-K.
So I was like, Mom,
Jinteak.
I thought I was like a rapper, Jinteak.
And
you know?
gin like the drink.
Exactly. Jinteak. Can I get a gin and teak?
Brian Jinju.
Jinju. Oh, like a
Brian
pearl.
Jinju.
So if I change my name to a female name like Jamie Foxx,
Brian
I'm
Pearl.
going to call me
No,
Pearl.
Pearl Jew.
Pearl Jew? Like Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam.
Thank you, Jamie Foxx. You have influenced me to change my name to a female name. And once that happens, no one's going to call me Brian Jew no more.
Yes.
So the song that we're going to play for you guys right now is a Jamie Foxx track.
Featuring T.I.
T.I. Now, if you know T.I. up on this track, it's going to be a little dirty, but luckily we got the clean version
We got
of
the
it.
clean version.
So if you guys want to check it out, the dirty version, do it on your own because not going to play it here.
Nope.
This is Jamie Foxx featuring T.I. with Just Like Me. Yeah. Jamie Foxx and T.I. up in the studio singing Just Like Me. Y'all missed it, but Johnny was doing all the little ad-lib riffs in the background. Just like me. I sound like Erykah Badu. right now because my voice is so raspy. If you were worried about when I don't know who
Actually,
I saw.
you do sound a little like that.
I think I like my voice like this.
A little bit.
I can go jazz, y'all. What do you think? Tweet us, let us know in the email. What do you think I sound like right now? Ready? Ready? You are so beautiful.
You don't sound
raspy.
too good, though.
Sound sexy.
You know, sexy, but not a good singer.
A sexy, non-great vocalist. My voice. See, there you go. It's gone.
I'm
right
sick,
now,
too. Oh, man.
Yeah, we all sick, y'all. Just be careful because you know what the worst thing is right now? The weather is slowly getting beautiful outside, and you and I are sick. Yeah. That's the worst time to get sick, man.
It's because it's kind of cold at night, but it's so warm during the day. So
and
the
my
changes
dumb butt keeps opening the window when I go to sleep because it get warm.
I did that. I mean, I even turned on the AC yesterday.
That's just going beyond the limits. Yeah. AC already? Save your electricity bill. I live in Korea too long time. So, moving on to the next artist, we got who?
Rihanna.
Oh, the
bad girl.
Very sexy bad girl, Rihanna.
Yes.
Oh, nah, what's my name? Rihanna. Alrighty, what songs you bring with you?
Diamonds.
Shine bright like a diamond. Oh, yes. It's a great song.
And I thought Umbrella was her debut song.
Wasn't it?
No, that was her third album.
Everybody thought Umbrella was
She debuted with a album called Music of the Sun.
I never heard of the album.
And I guess she had some Jay-Z push.
Oh, and that's why Umbrella blew up?
Yeah, Umbrella blew up. And
the two versions? The version that she sang by herself and the version featuring Jay-Z?
I think so. I think Jay-Z version is original, but I might be wrong.
And then there's the remix version with Wyclef.
There's like a million versions.
It's a good song, though. It's a great track.
It's a great song.
All right. And when did the song come out in? Umbrella?
Umbrella came out in 2007. Okay. I bought a song called Diamonds from 2012, which was the lead single from her 7th studio album. That's why she has 7 albums now, because she had 2 albums that we didn't even know about.
Okay.
And did you know that she's kind of dating Drake now?
What?
You know, she was dating Chris Brown.
Yeah.
And then Chris Brown beat her, and then they got back together again, and then they broke up like 3 million times. And then...
So now she chose to be with Drake.
But they're on a break too. Break with Drake.
I usually don't call out people that I don't like that much, but Drake, come on. You were the real man.
You said you would have beat him up or something like that, right?
Man, I ain't afraid of Drake, man. I hate negative people. If he was positive, yeah, I had respect for him before, but now it's like, man, Drake, what is wrong with you, man?
Rihanna said they're on a break because Drake is kind of not catering to her needs.
But actually, we are running out of time for today. But want to thank Mr. Johnny for bringing all these songs in. And this is going to be actually the last song for our show. Usually we wrap up and then we go to the last song. But we're going to have Rihanna's Diamonds be the last song for our show. But once again, thanks for you guys for tuning in. And this is Brian Jew and
Johnny Flout
signing off.
Peace.